Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. It is Tuesday morning. I'm so excited to have you guys tune in today. And as you all know, this week is Thanksgiving week. So first of all, even when I date the videos and stuff, it's kind of bizarre because when I do that, it's like, oh, I may be replaying this again in the future. So I don't know what date it is that you're watching it, but I am most excited to have with me Mercedes Benbow in the studio audience. Hey, Mercedes.
Hey.
Hey, listen, we're going to get a chance to get to know Mercedes a lot better throughout today's broadcast. We're talking about going from hard times to hot wings. That's today's topic. And we'll learn more about what that means. And as you get to hear her personal story of hard times, I want to give you a chance to go ahead and invite your friends, your family, your coworkers, people to hear this story, because again, as we're talking about balancing some aspect of our lives, something that Mercedes shares today is going to resonate with someone that's watching today's broadcast. Also, Mercedes, it's a great opportunity for you to go ahead and share this broadcast. If you have it on Facebook, we're friends on Facebook, you can share it right to your friends page as well. Right. Okay, you already did that?
Yeah. I got a couple people supposed to be tuning in already.
Oh, okay. So you got your stuff pre-organized.
Yeah.
All right, let's kick this party off, everybody. We're going to get started with the Kim Jacobs Show. Yes, it is the Kim Jacobs Show. And today I have in the studio with me, she is, it's just going to keep playing. I want you to know it's the Kim Jacobs Show. It's the Kim Jacobs Show. Yes, it's like, we're going to play again. We want everybody to know. Listen, today I have with me Mercedes Benbow. And Mercedes is known as Merc. So that's why you'll see her name there as Merc. Mercedes is actually the owner of Merc on the Go Catering. It is a hot wing establishment, and she knows how to do hot wings right. So you'll hear more about her business. But today she's on the show talking about her personal journey. And it's almost just an opportunity to just release and get rid of some things that's been going on in her life. And so welcome Mercedes to the Kim Jacobs Show.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So where do we want to begin? You can take us wherever you would like for us to go as far as the beginning, because really, I want people to kind of know, nobody knows what we're talking about today when we're talking about hard times. So hard times is different things for different people. What is hard times for you, and take us where hard times began?
Well, I'm going to go way back because I feel like coming out and being able to talk and being able to speak on your pain and being able just to even communicate and cope with other people or cope with your life, to come out and let people know that it's basically okay to tell your life story without nobody's judging you or nobody feeling like you about drama or about negativity. I want to inspire people to cope with their life and come out the closet, because I feel like a lot of people haven't came out the closet because of lack of love or a lack of family. Mm-hmm. Like with my situation, as a child, I was abused as a child, and I grew up still wanting that love and that comfort and trying to understand and forgive. But as I got older, it got worse. So I became a mad person. So when you getting abused by your own father, that's like abusing you, and I'm not talking about like a whooping abusing. I'm talking about punch to the face. I'm talking about like locked in the closet, left in the closet, getting told that you were dead just to get insurance money collected off of a dead daughter, and not having a mother to really come through and understand your pain, which led to me getting touched. Mm. And I've been touched more than once, but it's this one particular thing that really, really got me like trying to like figure out like, am I crazy? Like, what is going on with me? Like, I want to get to the bottom of this too, where a man named Richard, I'm gonna say Richard Abney, because that's what he go through on Facebook.
Okay. Wait. Let me do this. Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay. Because the only thing is, as we talk about the different guests and they're not here to share.
Okay, just about. Okay. Yeah.
Then I have to also put fair balance in here that these are only the views from Mercedes, and what she's sharing is her personal experience from her perspective. So I can't attack anyone else or anything directly on the show without have had opportunity to bring them on to speak on their own behalf, if that makes sense. But definitely your story is your story. So for this sake, even though I know you've already said his name, whatever his name is, I already forgot it. Okay. But let's just say this person.
Okay. So, well, I'm going to say this person, a family friend, and this is why I say you watch who you bring people into your life, because it's a long-term family friend that I was touched by. And one day it just came out emotionally as I got older, and I had got in trouble for the situation because I had came out and I told my sister, and my sister told my mom while he was around, he was there. So I got scared. And when you a victim and you get scared, you might say you lied just so you won't get in trouble, or get a whooping, or whatever your discipline is as a child.
Right.
And when it came out, I said that I was like, oh, he here. Oh, well, I already was threatened. And when you're being threatened, don't, like, if somebody give you a chance to tell the person, to tell the truth in front of your parents, even though you scared, tell them.
Okay. So let me ask you a question, because this is some interesting, very good information that you're sharing, especially people that are watching. Young people get touched by family, friends, many times over. It's not always, and I don't have the statistics right in front of me. Or Shannon, if anybody could share the statistics, that would be helpful. But what type of molestation and things that take place right from a family friend or from a family member? This is real stuff that Merc is sharing with us today. And she is being very brave to come on the Kim Jacobs Show and share her personal story. And so in this case, a family friend, according to what she's sharing, touched her inappropriately. And so then you're at a family member's house, and the friend of the family that you're petrified of is there.
Right. I was at my mom's house.
You're at your mom's house, and now this person is there, but nobody knows that he's done this.
No.
Okay. So how does that play out?
Well, it played out for a while because I was scared. So I was afraid to say something. And my sister had mentioned, like, I would never forget, like, my sister had mentioned somebody, like, something around that category. And I was like, that's not nothing to play with. That's serious. And because I was acting in emotion, I accidentally came out and said it.
Okay.
Like, I didn't intend to really tell on them, but it came out, and she went to my mom, and my mom, she didn't just approach me as a, like, come here, like, let me talk to you. She approached me like, what are you talking about? Like, to where, like, she automatically just jumping down my throat. So it scared me. So now when she called him, instead of putting me one-on-one with her, she did it for me with a belt in her hand in front of him.
So you technically were the one that was to blame, according to what I'm kind of hearing.
Yes. So it started right there. I was like young. I was in about close to teen. Okay. So as I got older, Wait,
before you get to getting older, because what you're saying, Mercedes, is going to help so many people. Okay. Yeah. So I'm grateful and honored that you're here today. Let me ask you a question. What advice would you give parents, since you at 10 years old experienced this, but nobody was on your side, according to what I'm thinking I'm hearing, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're hearing.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that you finally blurted it out. It wasn't that it was like some professional way. Mom, Dad, I would like to have a meeting with you. It didn't come out that way. It came out of fear. And so here you were like, no, he did this or whatever is what I'm hearing.
It came out through a conversation with my sister of her joking like that with somebody else.
She called the mom. She called your mom. And mom got at you about it. What happened from your perspective, right? Okay. So what advice would you give parents that are watching this today that are hearing from their young children, 10 years old or younger or older or whatever, and they're not saying it perfectly the right way to get it known? What advice would you give to those?
I would give advice like, don't matter what history your child has or what bad behavior your child has, any child to come out to say anything, I would sit your child down and get to the bottom of it and prove what type of person this is that you have around instead of just antagonize a child. Because anytime a child say that, you never know.
That's right. Okay. And that's outstanding advice. Anytime a child is saying anything about someone touching them, then take that accusation seriously.
Yes.
And follow through on it. And let me see, it's a lot of different statistics here. Thank you so much. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Nearly 70% of all reported sexual assaults, including assaults on adults, occurred to children ages 17 and under. 90% of child sexual abuse victims know the perpetrator in some way. And this is from the United States Department of Justice. Approximately 20% of the victims of sexual abuse are under the age of 8. So all of this information, so this is right from the Department of Justice website. Well, thank you so much, Mackenzie and Shannon. I'll share more statistics throughout today's broadcast. But please, Mark, tell us some more of what you want to share about your hard times.
Well, as my mom got, as we got older and we went on, like I shut up about it after the whooping and stuff that I got a whooping behind it. I was scared because he was there. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I just lied. If it's take all of this anger and stuff for me even just saying it and trying to just come out with it and he's here, there's no need to even come out. So I shut up about it for a while, and then I had a daughter, and I'm like, he's still around. Why is he still around? By this time,
his daughter was by him.
Yeah, he kept coming around.
No, but I'm saying, was your daughter by him?
No, my daughter went. It's crazy that my daughter went by him, but it's crazy because all of this situation led me up to having a baby at by an older man that was older than me, and I had no business being with a man at that age.
Wow. Okay. So with the young man, the person that you are talking about in your story, did he was there, so he saw you get a spanking type of thing. So at that point,
he was there.
He knew he could kind of do what happened.
He would say he would do like nip for tax. Like if he bring money and coming to see my mom and them, he'll be like, give the kids money. But then like when nobody looking, he'll say something evil to me. Or like one time I remember he coming in the room and he just threw $4 in my face. Like, you talk too much. I told you they weren't going to believe you. And as he was just throwing $4 in my face, I will never forget it was $4. It's easy to count. So I still didn't say nothing, I got angry over the years because I felt like my family kept on betraying him and having him around. Like I would go to family events and my sister would be like, hey, leave the kids here, and he'd be there. I'm like, I'm not leaving my daughter here with him. I told you, he touched me. And when I told her
this has happened, and
we just going on different events of my life where he's just showing up to like birthday parties and just showing up. So I'm getting mad because now I video call my own sister to see a man that I told y'all as an adult now that I never lied, that this man really touched me, and they antagonize me. Like, well, oh, you said you lied. Okay, I get that. I said that I lied because I was scared and I was afraid. But I'm 29 years old with 2 kids. what does it benefit for me just coming out saying the same story that I told you when I was like 9, 10 years old?
So now, okay, I do have another question. What do you recommend to families that refuse to accept the child's plea for help? What do you do in that case?
Well, I feel like if you're gonna do that and not be there for somebody as your own family member, I feel like you just as low down and dirty, just like that person.
So you're just as responsible and liable for the situation if you're not willing to speak up.
Yeah, because it wasn't like, let me comfort you. Let me figure out why you lashing out. Let me figure out why this keep coming upon. Like, it ain't just come out. I'm 29, so this been coming out over the years. It's been said over the years more than once. So it got to the point where my mom was like, well, if you telling the truth, you'll go to Steve Wilco, you'll go to this, you'll fill out a police report in Winston-Salem. I have done that. As of today, I'm still trying to get justice.
Well, what justice do you want at this point? If you know, since it was a childhood situation,
Yeah.
do you want an apology from him? Do you want acknowledgement? What are you seeking as far as from this?
I'm seeking the truth. At this point, I don't hate him, because it ain't like he punched me through, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't brutal, you know what I'm saying? It's the fact that and you came along my family this whole time, whether being my family getting along or not getting along, you continue to come and you don't only lie to them, you never approach me about it. If it get talked about it, you'll go to my sister. My sister will listen to what you're saying, or you'll go to my mama, or my mama approach you. It got to the point where my mama, like just a few months ago, my mama questioned, like a year maybe, that she questioned him and he blocked her. Now he went to my sister, and my sister just 2 months ago just told him, well, I don't know if you could come around, my sister still saying this or whatever. He blocked her. Now he running. He'll call her. Like, I reached out to his family on Facebook, was like, okay, you want to keep coming around my family? I feel like I would have been like, cool if you would have just left us alone, or like just stay where you was before you to still come around and have my sister believing what she believed. It really hurt me to the core, because for my sister to either hang up in my face for him or call me and jump in his defense, it was like, wow.
Right.
Wow.
So your thing is that more so that even though you personally experienced this, you know that he knows that you personally experienced it,
yes,
based on what you experienced from your own story, and he still decided to kind of stay actively involved with your family and be around as if nothing was happening, and to the point where your family started kind of still believing him. And
yeah. So because they know him for a long time, and I feel like he liked guys too, little boy, like guys. He liked the guys. And I feel like that's another reason why it was like, he'll be with a girl, he'll be with a guy. You know what I'm saying? So by him being like that,
we don't know 100% who he's with or anything like that for sure, because you don't know that. We're just gonna stick with just your story in this case, because you're talking from your own personal story.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. From my own personal experience, he was known as supposed to be a gay man. Right.
Well, okay, but but the thing is, in this instance, you know that you personally are saying that you were touched by a man that was a family friend, and you want him really to just acknowledge that it happened, but so that it didn't look like you've been a liar for so many years, and you've carried this for how many years? It was 10, and now you're
it's been long, probably longer than 10 years.
Okay. Well, let me offer, just I'm nobody's counselor. This is Kim Jacobs, just a show host that's just love people and care about what you're experiencing.
Right.
I'm grateful to have you on the show. But one thing that I would encourage you to do is know that whether a person ever asks for forgiveness or not, the forgiveness is not about that person asking for it. It's about you giving it regardless, so that you can be able to have that freedom of knowing that, you know what, I can't control anybody else. I can't control what somebody else does. I can't control how they decide that they're going to behave, but I can control how I'm handling the situation and how I'm responding to it. And so whether he ever apologizes to you or not, I encourage you to just accept it, just like he wrote you a formal apology. And, you know, as long as you're not exposing your daughter and other people that are
able to the
for any reason, and you've expressed to your family and your loved ones in the most sincere way that you can, then you've done your part. You've done your part, and you've done your part. So I hope that if nothing else happens from the Kim Jacobs show today, that you walk away feeling that, wow, I'm believing that a big burden has been lifted
off. Yeah.
And that's what I want to have happen from today's show. Do you feel that that's possible?
Yeah, I feel like it is possible, because I know it's people out there that's been through situations, and probably worse situations, and probably still scared to say something, or scared to like what people will say about them, or scared to fall out with their family. And like, I just want to encourage them to, like, no, speak up. If your pain is your pain, speak up. It's okay to talk about it. Like, don't matter who judge you or what they say about you, and they don't pay your bills, they don't do nothing, as long as you can cope with it. And that's why I'm coming out and just to say, yeah, a lot of stuff has happened to me, but I'm not letting it knock me down.
Right.
I have already let it knock me down over the years, crying, trying to hope for my family to understand where I'm coming from, or just to see the truth. Because honestly, to me, you don't need a lie detector to prove the truth, because if anybody that want to prove as a man that proved they innocent, they would have approached you one-on-one, face-to-face, in front of your parent as an adult. Like, what are you talking about? Like, when did this happen? Like, it was none of that was done. So I feel like he already came with his truth. That's why he running. It's just the fact that my family, it's like I'm to blame for it, or I don't talk to my mom because of the situation, or I don't have a family. My kids don't have cousins to play with, grandparents I don't care no more. Like, I have already let it lift off. Now I want to speak and let people see.
Well, you do care, and I can tell that you care a whole lot. That's why you're on here talking about it. So scratch that comment, everybody. I can't edit it out, but I know she does care. For sure, all of the family members.
I'm gonna put it like this. I don't care as much as it was hurting me, like as far as when I was crying, or like to that state. Does that make better sense?
Okay, it makes sense what you're saying, that you're just like beyond it. You're like, I'm gonna get beyond this so that I can live my best life.
Right.
I understand. Let's take a moment to acknowledge one of today's episode sponsors, which is RubyGButtercream.com, a proud member of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Black Chamber of Commerce. Now, listen, I am encouraging you. It's the holidays are coming up, and look at some of these treats that Ruby G's Bakery has in store for you. I mean, seriously, just the 7-Up cake alone, I'm calling about that, because watch this. Look at this. The 7-Up pound cake. And if you go in and learn more at Ruby G Buttercream, you'll be able to see all of the delectable treats that they have, as well as learn more about the story that's from this beautiful family to yours. And you'll learn a lot more about their journey as to why RubyGButtercream.com was started. So thank you for being a proud sponsor of today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. Wow. Okay, Mercedes, I also recommend too that some type of counseling takes place, and all different insurances, Medicaid, everything that's available out here offers different types of professionals that do offer counseling. And if you're having to go by yourself, or if you even have to go with some of the family members that are willing to go, then that's a beautiful solution for you as well. To just So when you leave today's show, some shows clearly are about experts coming on sharing tips for everyone, but then other shows are like today, a personal journey that you're sharing, your personal history of your backstory that was really difficult for you to endure and not have family believe in you. So I encourage you to get counseling for yourself, not about nobody else, just so that you can be able to cope. and be able to get beyond where you are today. Let's go to some audience comments because I don't want to go to the next phase and not hear any of theirs. Chantelle Patterson said, "Good morning. Good morning. I need some wings." She said. Let me also put this link here. If any of you want to come in and to the studio and talk directly with Mercedes, you can use that link that I'm posting right there, and that'll bring you right into today's show. My brother said, "Appreciate your courage, Merc. I appreciate your courage."
Thank you.
Kristen said, "Support you, baby. I support you." All right. My mom said, "Good morning, ladies. Good morning."
Good morning.
Hi, my beautiful cousin. Okay, that's to me. Hey, Dennis. All right. Let's see. Any other comments that came in? Okay, love you, Kristen said. Love you, love you, love you. And Chantelle said, "I'm here for you, friend. I went through the same thing, but I'm always here for you. And remember, I said I need some of those wings. Did you hear me?"
Yes, she always want the Merc wings. I gotta get her some.
Well, I want some wings too.
I got you.
I want some. Do you have what's the different flavors and stuff?
Well, the Merc wings is a homemade sauce that I want to like patent and like market it in like Walmart and stuff like that. It's like my attitude is a little sweet and it's a little spicy.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
We'll get these Merc wings because we need to be able to type your contact information.
Right.
What you getting? Some wings?
Yeah, I was seeing if I had my one of my flyers out right here.
Well, while you're looking for that,
my business card.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all can like see it, but
yes, we can see that. Now, how do we, what's the phone? What's the phone number or the website or
you can actually. Well, the business will open back up in January.
Okay.
So I'm taking a slow and surely process, and I'm just gonna be up delivering. It's gonna be an ongoing thing. Like if you at work and you can't leave, I'm gonna deliver it to you. I can get it to you. Like I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right.
This is starting in January.
Yeah, it already opened back up, and I had like a lot of followers and stuff that wanted the wings, but COVID-19 hit.
Right.
So,
okay.
I didn't want to put myself at jeopardy knowing that I had kids going out delivering food with the coronavirus. I didn't want to do that.
Okay, so for everyone that is interested in learning more about the secret sauce that Mercedes Benbow has created called Merc Wings, you definitely can follow her on social media. And what is your social media handle?
Mercedes Megget.
M-E, somebody type that. M-E-R-S-A-D-D-E-S?
Yes.
M-E-G-G-E-T. Okay. On all social media. Okay, let me type that. On all social media outlets?
For as of right now, yes.
Okay. I'm typing that right there. So Mercedes Megget, you want to follow her on all social media platforms. There you are. And you'll be able to stay connected to know when she starts getting those wings out. Now, what made you start with the whole wing thing?
I don't know. I just started doing stuff by myself, and I just like I want something different. So I would see like I don't know if you watch Diners and Dan and how they just be making different flavors and stuff like that. I was like, man, let me just try to make a recipe or whatever. And then I was like, I was frying wings at the time. I was actually playing around, and I was like, I just dipped the wing in the sauce that I was playing around with, and I did it. I was like, I did the whole chicken wings in the sauce, and I was like, okay. And then I had a friend, she was over, and she was like, oh my God, these wings are good. And I started making it for families and stuff, and they wanted it all the time. Like every year I would make the Merc wings.
Okay. Well, okay, definitely. At some point, I don't know when, what time frame, but I want some Merc wings because we love wings over here. And so,
if you like sweet and spicy, you'll like them.
We
And
already
the
know.
people that say that they don't like spicy, because I have heard a lot of people say that they don't like spicy, but will come to like the food truck or something and was like, "Well, hold on, I eat these and come forward and keep coming."
Well, people are asking questions. What city are you in?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina, everyone. Merck's Wings in Charlotte, North Carolina. She's going to be picking back up with catering and delivering starting in January. So you'll be able to stay connected with Mercedes right on her social media platforms. So people are definitely chiming in on that. What other, because my thing is, Mercedes, I don't want you to get off the show today without feeling like you had a chance to really dive into what you wanted to talk about, what you've shared, and I believe that it's going to be extremely helpful to a lot of viewers. But I also, because I'm going to read this, nearly 70% of all reported sexual assaults, including assault on adults, occur ages 17 and under, and that's the Child Advocacy Center where those statistics come from. For certain sex crimes, a 10-year statute of limitation only applies if the victim reports the crime to law enforcement within 3 years of its occurrence. So otherwise, the statute of limitation is 3 years. The statute of limitation, I think, is important for everyone that's watching today. And I'll put these statistics. Thank you, Shannon and Mackenzie. I'll put these, they're backstage helping and typing. I'll put these statistics up because if you are dealing with something like this, you have to be able to communicate it to somebody so that the statute of limitation does not pass by. And then it's like, oh no, this person's crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. They never said it before, and now it doesn't matter. Why do you think so many people are fearful to speak up? Is it because of the reaction that you got?
Yes, that's exactly why. Or threats, or maybe that they like people like me that probably won't be believed or has experienced long-term abuse and finally okay with it being over with. And but I just wasn't okay when I started having kids, and how I love my kids. I wasn't okay to let stuff like that slide.
Well, and for those that are just tuning in, we're talking to Mercedes Benbow. She's known as Merck, and she has taken us on a journey to her hard times in life, being abused by according to her own story that she's sharing, being abused by a family friend. And so she wanted everyone to know her personal journey in hopes that other people will speak up if anyone is experiencing any level of abuse by a family member, a friend of the family, it doesn't matter, a sibling, uncle, aunt, anybody, grandparent, whatever, is stranger. Speak up so that you don't have to walk around and carry the burden as Merck has done for many years. And we talked about counseling as well. So you will get some counseling.
I already been like working on it, going into like therapy sessions. I figured that's what I needed, and I'm okay with admitting to that's what I need. And I want other people who has been in a situation. If you've been through the situation, go get help. Talk to people that's been through the same thing, that help you encourage, because it can be a downfall for how you trust people or how you look at people in your life. If that makes sense. Yeah,
it does. It makes a lot of sense. And here, everyone doesn't have to be not trusted or be so paranoid or let me keep my eye on you, because everyone's not doing that. And so it doesn't apply to everyone, but it does apply to how many people? 95% of sexual abuse is preventable through education. This is through the Child Molestation Research and Prevention Institute. But nearly 70% of all reported sexual assaults, including assaults on adults, occur to children ages 17 and under. Children Advocacy Center said that. So it's happening everywhere very frequently. And I don't know every statistic, but we're going to be sharing quite a few of them that I'll put in the comments section. 34% of children are sexually assaulted before they are age 12. And 30% of sexual abuse is never reported, according to the Child Sex Abuse Prevention and Protection Center. So this is happening way more frequently than people are speaking up about. And then when people do speak up, like Mercedes did, they're being told, in some instances that it's their fault with a belt. So I don't even know what to say to that, you know? It's very challenging. So what would you advise your children now that you have two children yourself, you're a mom of two? What advice would you give your own children as far as speaking up if anything is going on?
Well, it's not it's as of right now because my kids are so young. It's not nothing that I can really advise them right now because they don't experience. I don't have anybody coming into the
Right.
home. I'm very much overprotective. I don't really bring a lot of people around my kids, but I do coach my daughter of if anything comes, she already knows at her age if that ever happened or anything come, she knows that hey, my mama gonna go to war for me. She gonna speak up for me, and my daughter knows that. So, and I'm happy of that. My son right now, he a little young.
Right.
He don't really know nothing right now.
Right. I understand. And same with, I have 5 children, and I would specifically say sometimes to my daughter, I said, did anybody ever do this? Or she was like, oh my gosh, mom, no, or whatever. But I don't care how vulgar it sounds because I want to make sure that you know that you can talk to me about anything. And I do agree with that philosophy. So for parents that are watching today, have those tough conversations with your children. Sit down and talk to them one-on-one. You don't have to embarrass them. If you have multiple children in a group setting, you can schedule a little appointment with them and say, okay, during our time together, these are a couple of things that I want to talk to you about. If you've ever read my book, Extreme Balance Makeover, if you haven't, then you should be getting that book. I share a lot of different tips on how people can balance different aspects of your life. And I recommend that you have scheduled time to have appointments with your children and get the clarity on what's going on in their lives. And that's their exclusive time for you to find out what's happening, deep dive on what's going on in their lives. And nobody else is around. It's a time to say, you know, I don't care what anybody tells you, keep it a secret. I'll kill your mama, I'll kill your daddy, whatever. You need to definitely speak up. So all of you that are watching today, make sure that you speak up, tell your parents. If your parents don't believe you, then contact a school personnel. If the personnel don't believe you, then contact the authorities. Contact someone until someone hears your story and takes it seriously. Because in your case, Mercedes, you had the family friend around for 10 more years, right?
Yeah, he was my mama's considered as my mom's best friend. So, and another advice that I also give the parents, like, don't shut your child out, you know, because of they coming to you, or even if they hurt you or whatever happened in your past, be there for your child. You know, don't, because your kid gonna grow up, you know, especially if it was hurtful to them, they're not gonna remember that. And some kids do, they're not trying to be disrespectful. It's some kids that do grow up lashing out at their parents because of the misunderstanding and stuff like that. So it is important to have that understanding and that bond with your child. So when they do get older, y'all can sit down and it won't be an issue, and y'all can have a good family and get past it in a better way.
Wow. Great advice, Mercedes. Today, I would like to also acknowledge one of our sponsors is Enlivion.com. Enlivion.com, formerly known as the Charlotte Housing Authority. I'm so honored to have Enlivion.com as one of our sponsors today, and I would like to show you a brief clip from their organization.
She came from humble beginnings, and her family knew struggle, but she had love, support, and opportunity. And she set out to change the world. At Enlivion, we provide housing solutions and services that transform lives. Our Enlivion is your Enlivion. The Charlotte Housing Authority is now Enlivion, housing redefined.
Thank you so much, Enlivion.com, for being one of today's episode sponsors. Please make sure if you're in the Charlotte area that you check them out. And please let each of the sponsors know that the Kim Jacobs Show did send you their way. Okay, so Mercedes, what other things that you want to talk about today. I know you talked about wings and your passion for wings. How did you end up kind of saying, you know what, enough with this? Enough with the family drama. I've been trying to say my piece. Nobody's hearing me, and transition on purpose to a new direction in your life.
I would say by not only just going through the touch and the abuse and all of that stuff, I have kids that I want to be able to avoid a lot of stuff by. So that kind of encouraged me to just keep above myself and not let my own personal past get to me being a mother. It actually make me want to be a better mother.
Yes.
You know, to my kids, so they can have that understanding, like, hey, my mama might have struggled, she might have lived, you know how she lived, but she took care of us, she made sure we had what we need, you know, like that helped me be a better mother to my kids.
Good. And I think personally that Merck's Wings is going to just take off. And
I'm hoping so. Like, I've been working on it for a while.
What'd you say?
I said, I hope so, because I've been working on it for a while. I've been cooking it for free for a lot of people, you know, so and in a minute, it's going to be trying to get it marketed and, you know, into like, hopefully a little food truck on my own. Hopefully, like, I'm trying to hopefully leave something that I can leave back behind for my kids.
Excellent. And I'm so proud of your determination.
Oh yeah.
To be able to say, okay, you know what? I'm moving forward. Hard times were behind me, but it can't really totally be behind you until, like you say, you get the help and you get the decision that I'm forgiving that person no matter what, even though they never asked for it, they never acknowledged it. Write a letter. I'm just only giving you my own personal advice. This is I'm not your counselor or anything. But you can write a letter to the person and even never send it. You can just rip it up, but at least you got it. Huh?
That's a good idea. I like that. But I'm at the point with him, I don't have hatred to him. I mean, you know, I don't know what his history is. I don't hate him and I don't wish nothing bad on him. I don't want to see him locked away. I just want to make sure that I wasn't the only person that he did it to. I want to make sure that he knows that if, you know, by me being that young, that I remember. I know what you did, you know, it happened like the threats over the years. I know it. Me and you both, we know, you know. So at the end of the day, I feel like you got to answer to God, not me.
That's right.
You know, so I don't have no hatred towards him. The hurtful, it's more so hurtful instead of me hating somebody because the family response behind it. Somebody's supposed to be your mom, somebody that's supposed to protect you, or somebody's supposed to be your sister, be like, not lash at you, but be here for me, like be my sister. Okay, it happened to me, you know, and this is the truth, whether you want to believe him or not. You know, a person ain't gonna just keep on blaming somebody over and over again, because a wise man who was innocent, I feel like would have took it at a different approach. With like, hold on, like she grown now. Let me talk to you in front of your parents. Let me talk to you in front of your sister. Since you know you saying this, like, make me a liar. You know, since I'm lying, just make me a liar. Prove to, like, talk to me face to face. Sit me down with them. I asked my sister. I asked my mom to sit me down with them. They felt like that I was gonna just antagonize them, jump on them, fight them, or, you know, because, you know, I have a history of lashing out or whatever, you know. I mean, at that moment, you know, it was just to really get to the truth. I don't want to hurt them or nothing like that. I just want people to really know that it's really okay to come out the closet. And
that's what that's what today's show is all about for everyone that's watching. I have Mercedes Benbow on, and she simply wanted to just share her personal story of dealing with abuse that was from a family friend, according to her own calculations of what's happened in her journey. And so sharing her backstory, hopefully today will help other people feel a little more confident that you can share your story, and you can be able to hopefully get somebody to believe your story so that you can hurry up and get to a new phase of your life. And I'm grateful to hear that you don't want any hurt or harm or anything to come to them, and I'm grateful for that. 1 in 5 girls have been sexually assaulted, and 1 in 20 boys have been sexually assaulted. So you want to make sure we know that this is something that is real. It's not somebody just flapping off at the mouth about something. This stuff is real. And so when it's happening, you have to find someone that you can confide in and talk to. Anyone that's watching today, we obviously have the splash round. You can type your questions. You can ask questions. You can share any positive comments to Mercedes as well. So let me go back. I know we've already put some up, but I'll go back and see. My mom said, believe, and it will happen with your Merc's wings.
Thank you.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh, June Griffin said, hey, I'm joining. I'm here, but I'm a little late today, but I'm here. We so glad you tuned in, no matter when you tuned in from Brooklyn, New York, June. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I am helping too. Okay, good. She said, I'm hungry right now messing with you. Everybody that's watching today, they're like, oh, we hungry messing with Merc over there. So what else are some of your future goals and plans and thoughts, things that you like to see happen in your life, Merc?
Hopefully just peaceful, like just being at peace, enjoying your kids, enjoying life, getting closer to God, just making everything negative not so negative, but making it into a positive situation. I know that it seemed negative, or it might seem like, but it's off, it's there. Like, I just want to encourage to move forward in my life, to other people's life, and just become amazing. Take trips. I need to go to the islands, I'm hoping that the souls get us on a plane somewhere, like just chilling, not worried about no stress, no BS. Like, cause I feel like when my kids grow up, they gonna give me that family, that love, that affection, that and everything above.
That is so awesome. I'm excited to hear about your future goals, and clearly the island is in your future, right?
Yeah. And a business, hopefully, like a building or like a food truck. Like I'm trying and I'm working hard on it. Like, it just sometimes it get tough and difficult, especially with the coronavirus going around, having to sit down. You got kids, virtual learning, the 2 days at school, the rest at home is a complete transition for me.
Well, awesome. Well, I want to tell you that to just help with your journey, I am personally going to give you $100. So I'll be cash apping that to you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So you'll get that, and it'll go towards something, whatever part of your dream or goal you want it to go towards. Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So make sure you know that that'll happen right after the show. I am going to need some of them wings for my Christmas party. Okay, that's Chantelle. If you don't get her some wings,
I know, right? She got to have right?
No, I need these wings, right?
Yeah, she need them wings ASAP right now. TD today.
Also, everyone, let me let you know that another one of our phenomenal episode sponsors is Snow Legal Group. If you need legal counsel, make sure you reach out to snowlegal.com. The phone number is 704-358-0026. Or you can also visit them at info. You can email them at info@snowlegal.com. Again, it's snowlegal.com. And I would love for you to learn more about this episode's sponsor today.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation, located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
Thank you so much, Snow Legal. Group for being one of today's episode sponsors. Okay, so we have talked about a wide variety of things. Tell us a couple of things that we wouldn't know about Mercedes. Like, what's your favorite color? Tell us what's your favorite color.
Man, I really don't have a favorite color. It's crazy. I really don't. I don't have a favorite color. Like, but 3 things you would know about me is I just like to chill. I just like to be a mom. I like to cook. I just like to just be a better person.
Aw. And what are you most thankful for? What are you thankful for? Especially with this being Thanksgiving season here.
I am thankful for my kids. They keep me going. They keep me laughing. They keep me motivated. I am so thankful for them.
Absolutely. I am too. I think just motherhood is just such a tremendous joy. And it's a blessing to know that you get the opportunity to like shape and mold a person into who they're going to become, all because God entrusted you to be that child. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, especially they love personalities, like especially a girl versus a boy is different because I have a boy and I have a girl. So I get the experience the girl personality and I get to experience the boy personality, but their personality clash.
Big time. Big time. That's the same here on my end. I have four sons and 1 daughter, and literally the daughter came last for me. I was like, oh my goodness, this is like a whole different world. The boys were totally in their own world, and I never had anything to really compare it to. But when my daughter came on, I was like, this is altogether different. I'm amazed, actually. So let me also let you guys know that today at noon, we have our Quest Church prayer line, and it's Monday through Friday from 12 to 12:30 p.m. So make sure you know that there is prayer happening within our local church that is available to everyone around the world that wants to call into the prayer line. Is 978-990-5000. Access code is 322083#. You have to hit that pound sign, 322083#, and you'll be a part of the Quest Church prayer line Monday through Friday from 12 to 12:30. All right. Any other takeaway points, advice, words of encouragement, things that you like, dog, I was on the show, I wanted to say this and I just didn't say it. What's that thing?
Man, I would say just growing up, like not being abused and not having a father or not having family to be there, support you when you wake up every day. You a mother with no babysitter, no help. And after going through hard times with dealing with pain, I want to just be able to show people that just because you don't have a family or a friend or a boyfriend or, you don't got to settle for less. And that's what I've learned over the years of me going through pain and wanting love. I'll just pick and choose anybody just to love, or you can't do that. You won't be able to do that because you're going to meet people that's going to destroy you just like you just got destroyed. Instead of loving yourself, like I'm just now being confident in myself. Hey, this is me. This is who I am. You either like it or you don't. If not, I can take care of myself and I can take care of my kids. And I it's just feeling amazing, like just knowing what I've been through. It gets deeper what I've been through. But at the same time, I'm proud of myself because I didn't go down into a mental breakdown, because I do know of a lot of homeless people that's been raped and abused and that's homeless, that's on drugs, and they don't get a chance to really tell their story. So today, I would speak up for them, that child that couldn't tell. I would speak up for them homeless people that's on drugs that can't come out and say and can't cope with their life, that it's okay. Like people that's like doing like the little kidney little thing that they go kill, whatever it's called, or want, like I know people, like I know this guy, he's going through a mental breakdown and he don't know how to cope with life. And just to see people that's down and that's being so bad hurt, I hate to see it. And I'm the type of person like, hey, if I don't have, guess what? We can sit here together, but we can cry. How can I get you through this? Don't give up on life, because life is precious. All you got to do is just give your life to God, love your kids or whoever in your zone that's loving you, whether it's not a family that you don't have, build one. meet genuine people. Don't just go pick and choose, because these people these days, you gotta watch them. You know what I'm saying? So,
You're so funny too. So I
gotta
can tell
watch
you're kind of
it.
like an animated person. You're
You
like,
gotta like look over that shoulder. You know. Hey, but I feel like I have learned, because now when I bring people in my life, I got a question, but hold up. Was it like I'm questioning, like I want to make, that's only because I want to make sure that I'm not bringing people in my life that's going to bring me down. I'm trying to get here. I'm not trying to like be down here no more, because people live the same life cycle. And when you keep living the same life cycle, you get the same results. So now it's something that I got to change. I done told my story. I want to get it out, and I want to get up here now and leave all of this back there.
that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Courtney says, my brother Courtney, he says, appreciate the tips, Merk. These are great tips. And he has 2 daughters as well. And so I know he's, wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to be talking and asking questions and getting clarity and making sure people are on the up and up. So that's a blessing. You've blessed so many people today on the Kim Jacobs Show that's watching. And for those that are also watching, I am looking for a guest that will talk about being a blended family, especially as we're preparing for the holidays and everything, for our blended families. And I would love to have a guest to come on the show to share how you function and operate as a blended family and how it works out for you and your blended family. So please make sure that you can inbox me and let me know you're interested or have a recommendation for someone, or you can tag someone and say, hey, recommend it for the blended family. You can tag them right in whatever outlet you're looking at. And anyone that's able to talk about holiday stress, dealing with holiday stress is a big thing as well. So if you know that you're a medical physician, or if you're someone that is licensed in that area, please reach out to me, because we are looking for guests for both of those kinds of shows. Okay, so Mercedes, with the animation that you have and everything over there, would you mind telling people to subscribe to my YouTube channel? Because I'm trying to reach gold, right? And so I think they would subscribe if you tell them. Wait a minute, let me move myself off the screen, because you good over here. Wait a minute, let me move it.
Well, I want your subscribers to, like that. You already do your thing, but when you talking like life events, struggles, like single parenthood, mothers and stuff like that, you got it. You got it. As long as you stay in the field of encourage people and giving people hope, it's always a blessing. It's always good to talk about. I feel like the views and everything will go up the more you touch people's hearts of life stories. People like to hear that.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. There you have it. Listen, subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show, because I am bringing guests on like Mercedes, right? I'm bringing people on that can talk about real life things that we deal with. Someone said to me today that we all have the same journey, have a different story. And that was a young man. Well, he's not too young, but he's a senior seasoned man named Mr. Ernest Rollins. He said that, Kimberly, I'm reading this book that you're co-authored with, and he had read this particular story today, Dr. Jessica Mosley's chapter. He had read mine already and came on and did a testimonial about the piece of the book that he read about me called This Is How I Fight My Battles. And he was reading one of the other collaborating authors' story today. And he said, Kim, you know what I noticed after reading all of these 14 different contributing author stories is that every one of you all have the same journey. You just have a different story. And all of us that are watching today, we just have different stories that we have to share and things that can make a difference in somebody else's life. So your story matters. Your story is important.
Yes.
Mercedes, your story has made a difference today to the viewers here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And so I'm very grateful to have you on today. Very grateful. Thank you. Anybody have any comments, questions right quick? We're getting ready to close out. Appreciate the tips. Okay, that was the last one. The BalancedDoctor.tv books. If you would like to purchase any of the books that I've mentioned to you all, make sure you go and check out the BalancedDoctor.tv/books. Courtney Jacobs says, same journey, different story. Yes, that's from Ernest Rollins. He's my insurance agent, but he said that today when I spoke to him. All right. Mercedes, you are a ball of fire. I have really enjoyed having you on the Kim Jacobs Show, and you will be getting that cash app of $100 just to invest.
Join the Kim Jacobs Show.
Now you're gonna sing. You ain't sing before. Now you're ready to belt a tune. All right, everybody. Listen, thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock a.m., we have Madison Jones. She's going to be talking about Girl Connect, how important it is to connect with your girlfriend. Stay connected with your friends throughout our journey in life. You definitely don't want to miss her story. She is a precious young lady that's going to come on and talk to us about girl connecting. That girl connection is important. So make sure you tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for watching the Kim Jacobs Show. I am so glad I brought you on the show, Mercedes.
Thank you.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to say a quick word of prayer for you. Can I?
No problem.
Okay. Heavenly Father, Lord, I'm just asking right now that you put your loving arms around Mercedes, Lord, that you continue to build her up and strengthen her wherever she's been torn down, Lord. I ask that you allow her to have a new lease on life, totally blow her mind with her wildest dreams coming true, things that she could have never imagined possible, Lord. Let those things become a reality in her life. Lord, we are so careful to give you glory, honor, and praise. Lord, we don't take you for granted. We thank you for being the author and the finisher of our faith, Lord. And I am so grateful that we can ask anything in your name. We can believe anything in your name, and we can receive it in the name of Jesus. I pray. Lord, I'm so grateful. So I declare and decree in the mighty name of Jesus that you just make everything that she dreams, that she even conjures up in her mind, let it be so. In Jesus' precious name, Kim Jacobs prays. Amen. God bless you, everybody.
Amen.
All right.